Thank you for your courtesy. May I be allowed to acknowledge the presence of Public Works Secretary and Highways, Secretary Mark Villar, doing a good job. In the coming days, we will present to the nation the result of our toil and endeavor, and that would refer to the long stretches of infrastructure completed by the department under Secretary Villar. Makita ho ninyo yung resulta ng build. And the Social Welfare and Development Secretary, Rolando Osilito Bautista. I'm sure you know him. He was the former Chief of Staff. Bago na ngayon. But I took him in. And as a matter of fact, actually, most of them are military men. The Environment and Natural Resources Secretary, Roy Simato. Agrarian Reform Secretary John Casillones is the one I commissioned to declare the entire island as a round reform area. Ganito kasi yan, my Tagalog is not that good. Kami hong lumaki ng Mindanao, ihalo po yung pinagsasabay-sabay namin ang aming dialect, and there's an evolving Tagalog and Visayan and a merger of two strange forms of communication. But mga taga Davao alam nila. Yung taga Maynila and outside, because in the course of a conversation you'd hear words that are not really Tagalog but Visayan. And sometimes for the Visayan to group in the dark yung mga salita kasi hindi rin na maintindihan yung malalim na Tagalog. Ayan ho ang ano, kaya pagpaumanhin ho ninyo, if I cannot talk, I cannot be articulate in the native tongue ko, I'd rather mix it up with English and Tagalog. Pero kung nakasabot mo Binisaya, okay malangkod sa ako. Aklan Governor Florencio Miraflores and the other local government officials of Aklan, and of course the Interior and Local Government Secretary Eduardo Anyo. He was also a Chief of Staff before he joined my government. The recipients of the government's land reform distribution program, mga my brothers and sisters, Filipinos, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. You know, I have a prepared speech. I had about a 10-minute, something like 7 to 8-minute riding on a boat. Tapos medyo tingin ko itong 3-page hanggang 1 minuto and plus lang ito pagkatapos mag-uwi na ako. So hindi naman masyado maganda pakinggan. This is of course a run-of-the-mill speech prepared by one of the, I don't know who prepared this, but baka basahin na lang natin to do justice to the work of a human being. Probably working at night. Kanina I slept at around 8 o'clock in the morning because I had to sign so many documents as I am leaving for Singapore and Papua New Guinea. It will take me 3 days. So yung lahat na pinirmahan ko na lang para wala na akong problema, burden to be thinking of everything else and nothing else. let me just rumble on to a few. Payagan na lang ho ninyo ako magsalita ng Tagalog. But there are a few things which I'd like to convey to you. You know, the world is getting very, very small. When we migrated to Mindanao, but my mother is a Maranao and Chinese. My grandfather is Chinese, my mother is a Maranao. But my father was a Cebuano from Danao City. At that time, I'd limit myself to my personal paradigm. Davao was really a huge place. It was vast, malawak talaga. It runs along this slope of Mount Apo. And maybe that is why the soil is fertile. And I believe that Mindanao really, well, of course we need fertilizers. By and large, ang agrikultura ng Mindanao talagang maganda. Well, anyway, it can feed the whole Philippines, were it not for the troubles there. We have two revolutions. One is motivated by territorial po. And that is the Murad and Miswari. And they choose to travel on the path of peace. The other revolutionary front is the Communist Party of the Philippines. Then I have a front there fighting government. Ito yung mga Abu Sayyaf. And the extremists, and that would include the Abu Sayyaf in Nolo. Kaya magulo ang buhay ngayon. Noon malaki ang mundo kasi maliit pa ang kukunti lang pala ang tao. Ngayon, masikip na ang mundo. And as a matter of fact, kayong mga komunista, you're using it as an excuse to create trouble for this country. Kaya inuunahan ko na kayo because you think that land reform could only be possible under a communist regime. Yan ang pinapawal paano niya sa mga tao. So you fight government. But until now, 52 years after they started it, 52 years after listening to Season, when I was student and I was imbued with all of the ideal things that are good for the Filipino people. Ilang namatay na and still yung land reform. You cannot confiscate just by yung sabi nila na okupasyon, the occupy just like in Sagay. Kayo yung nag-umpisa ng patayan doon. You convince the people, especially the poor farmers na parang the beast of burden dyan sa ano. They have been as tenants as far as 400 years ago when the Spaniards came. Hanggang ngayon, generation after generation, sila tenant pa rin. And you know, with the recent killing, and of course, it's about land. And I realize, I've been telling everybody, that we cannot attain or reach peace by killing all Filipinos who oppose the democratic ideals. Kasi marami yung medyo desperado. Years after years, mamatay yung amo sa anak. So it's a kind of a very convoluted thing na after 400 years and until now, walang lupa yung mga tao. I've been around the country many times and I've been distributing land in, I think it was in, where was it, Secretary? Cagayan de Oro, how many titles did I have? Yeah. I gave titles to 5,508. Kasi hindi tayo manalo dito. Of course, the communists would never conquer us. They cannot overwhelm this government. But certainly, it will not stop trouble. And for as long as people, wala kayong isang imatawag na inyo, talagang gugulo ng gugulo ang Pilipinas. Kaya ako, sinabi ko kay Secretary Casillones, yung may mga beneficiaries na, dyan sa Panay, itong Panay, i-implement mo na. But I'd also like to warn, itong mga komunista, yung okupasyon ninyo, mangagaw kayo ng lupa, right after harvest, you go into some other people's property, or it is owned by somebody else, or somebody else's world. You cannot do it parang gangster. That you occupy and threaten and hostage people. Kaya yung federation, yung mga farmers doon, na original yung mga tenant, may mga amo sila, 50, 100 years ago, iibigay sa kanam because there was this donation. Anak ka ng, nung nalaman ng komunista, sumali rin sila, at kinakipaggusto nila ang kanilang land reform. Kitenant ka o hindi, papasok sila, then they will invite others to join the fray. But in the process, killing people, and including yung abogado nila, kami pa ang pagbibintangan ang gobyerno. What the fucking shit? Why would I kill a lawyer? Baka small time ganyan naman. Why would I assassinate him? For what? Whether you have a lawyer or not, you cannot occupy somebody else's land by force and intimidation. I will not allow it. That's anarchy. Kaya pag pumasok kayo, may orders to the police and the military, evict them. Evict them out physically, and if they choose to fight, kill them. Mabuti magprangkahan tayo. Pag lumaban kayo, at the policeman or the military man there present feels that his life is in danger, sobrang ninyo, tatapangan, di away tayo. Sabi ko sa, pag nagkahawak ng barilyan o itak or what not, barilin mo. Ito tabit ito kan so anarchy. It is not your time to do it. So do not do it. Hindi pa kayo nanalo eh. Now, if you can survive this war, which is going on for 52 years already, again, diin nyo na. Then you distribute kagaya ng Miros ng Cambodia and other authoritarian. Tinatawag na ako autocratic. Since when? I've been 23 years rather, mayor of the city of Davao. 23 years plus congressman, plus vice mayor to my daughter. Wala akong ginawang, talagang stricto lang ako. Maybe because of my upbringing, masama ang bunganga ako. Nagpuputang ina talaga ako pag galit ako. I mean, I don't care who's in front of me. But certainly, I still have the basic, yung pinaka-basic values sa buhay. One is that huwag kang manakot ng tao kung may gusto kang kunin. That's a lot of, lalo na ako, ang takutin mo ako, ay putang. Who are you to? So that, huwag kayong mag-agaw-agaw lang. Just wait. Sabi ko kay Secretary Casillones, expand the land reform area. Or do not force me to declare the whole of Panay a land reform area. Yung tatamaan dyan yung Quezon because yun ang fertile ground ng komunista. Na they have been there in the land for so long and it is owned by generation after generation. At ang lahat ng mga tao dyan banda, forever tenants with no improvement. Ngayon sabi ko, kaya ako napilitan na to just regard the speech in the meantime, because sa karami nating bilyon na tao sa mundo, you are lucky na nagkaroon kayo ng lupa. At yung lupa na yan binigay ko sa inyo, kasali yan sa pag-angat ng presyo. It's very hard now to acquire a land dito and it could be million. If you want to build something. Yang lupa ninyo, hindi ninyo mapagbilian. But siguro, pag wala na kayo sa mundo, ang sinabi ko during the cabinet meeting, we were discussing about it. And I told them, kung ipagbili ng mga anak ninyo, apo ninyo, milyon na yan. Ang sinabi ko sa cabinet, at least kayo, in your lifetime maybe, or yung mga anak ninyo, apo, makatikim ng pera na malaki. Yun ang konsuelo ko doon. In the meantime, till the land, make it productive. And when the prohibition period is over, maybe your children can sell it. And it would be million. So, may mga ate dito na yayaman balang araw. If I were you, wala naman akong ibang maibigay na sa inyo. Stick with the land. Make it self-productive. And someday, you can expect, maybe sell it. At least yung mga anak niyo, apo ninyo, milyonaryo. Huwag ninyong bitawan yan sa karaming tao sa mundo. To own, makakuha ka lang ng piece of real estate, lupa. Sa karami natin, 1,010,000. Tapos kayo dito nakakuha ng inyong lupa na inyo na maibigay na ninyo doon sa mga apo ninyo. At baka, balang araw, if they so decide, then it's up to them. But at least, sabihin ko sa inyo, makakatim ng malaking pera yung but not do it now because I will not also allow it. The reason why is I have not seen it and I'm not really interested. Pag dito sakay ako ng lancha, then I take off. I'm not interested in pag na yung isang bagay tapos na, I do not indulge myself in being the subject of it's either pretended or sincere adulation. I do not like it. Nakukurnihan ako. Alam niyo bakit? Trabaho namin yan. Alam nila. Alam ang lahat yan na trabaho naman. Kasi yun is 1, 2, 3, 4. Except the governor and puro military yan. Alam nila. Bayad na kami. So huwag kayo magpasalamat sa akin. Pasalamat kayo sa Diyos. Hindi amin. Kami bayad na kami. At least malaking ang sweldo namin sa inyo eh. So, kung mayroon ka na isang ganta na lupa, mahirap na kunin yan. Kung mayroon ka, iyo yan. Sa karami natin sa mundo, mayroon kang a place to live, a place under the sun. Ika nga. So yan lang, that is my only task. I promised you simple things. I said, I promise you graft and corruption. I'm doing it. Wala akong binigay na, baka hindi rin kayo nakinig. Then I said, yang droga, putang ina ninyo, umalis kayo dyan. Kasi yung Boracay na yan, sa taas ng Boracay yung sa beach. Kasi isang puso maraming droga dyan. Aabutan ko talaga kayo. Nilinis ko yung beach. Putang ina ninyo, lilinisin ko talaga kayo. Aabutan ko kayo. Wala tayong deal dyan basta droga. Yung mga kidnapping. Sinabi ko sa inyo, when I became mayor, I said, I'm going to build a city. Not an expensive city, not the most beautiful city, but a city na komportable tayong lahat. At sinabi ko sa lahat, kidnapper, droga, umalis kayo ng Davao, do not destroy my city because I will kill you. Simple. Do not destroy the youth, mga anak namin babae pati lalaki, kasi talagang papatayin kita. You know why? You reduce, sabi nila, yung nag-surrender nakita niyo sa TV. At no other time, in the previous administrations, I will not zero in on a specific president. Wala man kayo nakita na ganon. Kasi, pati police, corrupt. Pati generals, corrupt hanggang ngayon. May pinatay nga yung colonel, light colonel. Sino ba yung putang ina? Ito saan yun? Kapis?
Salvador Rapis.
Rapis. Ano yun, sir?
Police Colonel Superintendent
Sa
Dipolog City.
well. Police colonel sa Dipolog. Nasa listahan ko yon ng mga police na Ayaw ko, ang alam ko nasa listahan ko siya. Kung sino ang pumatay sa kanya, yan ang problema. Kasi dito daw nag-iskapo sa Boracay, nagtago. Baka isa sa inyo. Huwag palayo kayo dyan. Hindi ko sasabihin. May general. Huwag mo akong mayor ka. Mayor. Mayor ka na ba noon, sir? Governor, nung pinatawag kayo? Sa Malacanang? Were you then the governor already? Yung pinatawag ko po kayo sa Malacanang, lahat na governor? He was there? Yung sinirahan ko yung Malacanang, tapos pinaupo ko kayong lahat? Ang unang tinawag ko, mga mayors, tapos governor. Yung mga mayors na matay na, problema. Sinabi ko talaga sa kanila. Pinangkahan ko sila. Kayong mga mayor, governor, wag na wag kayong pumasok dyan. Do not use government office, yung titulo mo, as a platform for the operation of the crime of trafficking of drugs or shabu. Wag ka papatay kita. Yung hindi naniwala, di namatay. Huwag mo akong, not at least, do not do it during my watch. Huwag sa panahon na ako ang presidente. Laylo lang kayo, total tatlong taon lang naman, at kung gusto niyo bumalik, di sige. Pag gusto ng sinong mga presidente, itong si Garbo, I don't know where he is, that idiot. You know, Garbo was the police aide, senior aide of Rojas. Alam ko si Rojas. Vote for Rojas. Ay Ilonggo. Iboto ninyo. Walang problema yan. Pero yung Garbo na yan, naghawak ng droga sa Visayas, yun ang pulis. Makita mo palagi sa top kami ni Rojas. Ayan si Loot, ilang beses na naambos. Ayawan ko kung sino. Hindi mamatay-matay ang gago. Armored kasi yung... doon, yung tinatawag, yung lahat sila, sinabi ko man, sinabi ko talaga, putang ina mo, luot. Huwag ba akong, do not go into a make-believe world na general ka, basta na lang magawa mo gusto mo, putang ina, papatayin kita. Yun naman sa Iloilo, Mabilog? Doon. Mabilog. Nabi ko sa kanya, saan si Mabilog? Nawala siya doon. Tapos sabi niya, doon sa aid ko mo, galit ba si Mayor sa akin? You just address me as Mayor. I'm not into that kind of na president. Just address me as Mayor. Mas komportable ako. Sabi niya mo, galit ba si Mayor sa akin? Sabi ni mong galit, magkarbar sa kanya, putang ina, sabihin mo siya ang masunod. Sumibat ang ulol, ewan ko, wala nang mayor ng Iloilo. Kung gusto ninyo yan, gano'n, nasa inyo yan. Sabi ko, ang human rights. Pero may ginawa ako para sa bayan. Hindi ko pinagpalit ang the highest interest is the highest of the country. I never bargained na ayaw kong gumalaw kasi sa human rights. Tang-inang yan. Tumigas na kayo kung saan. Basta pumasok kayo dyan. Magkaletse-letse talaga ang buhay natin. Ano, ginagawa ko ang gawa ko. Kukunti lang man, kasi wala akong sa presidential debates, every intermission, mayroon silang mga side slides dyan. Ako wala. Kasi wala man ng pera. At meron akong pera, binigay ko sa ABS-CBN, palang sabi ko, may nag-contribute sa akin na malaki for the first time, makabayad ako sa ABS-CBN. Tinanggap ng pera ng ABS-CBN. Si Gabi Lopez. But they never showed it. Alam mong ginawa kayo, mga putang ina kayo? Ikaw, Gabi. Inuna mo pa yung advertisement ni Trillanes na hindi ikaw. Pinanirahan ako ng mga bata. Pag doon, ayon si Duterte, killer. Sa batas, there was an injunction na hindi pwede yan kasi bawal. Gamitin mo ang bata. And yet, pumunta talaga kayo, went ahead with the show, and made it public. Yung 2 billion ko na kulgot, hanggang yun na sa inyo pa. Now, tell me kung bakit hindi ako magalit sa inyo. Ngayon, kung gusto ninyo talaga hanggang ngayon, kasi yung network ninyo, hindi naman kami pinapansin. Hindi ko naman kailangan. Hindi na ako tatakbo, mga ulol. Pero putang ina, pag narinig ko yan, every crowd, sabihin ko yung ABS-CBN yan, pera-pera lang na dyan. Pera-pera yan sila dyan. At kalakas ng loob ng mga putang inang muka, ako, marami kami, Jesus Escudero, sila tanggap ng tanggap. Putang ina mo, niloko ninyo kami. Marami kami, hindi lang ako. Kaya hindi ko kayo palusutin. Yung franchise ninyo, matatapos. But let me ask you questions first. Kasi ako talaga mag-object na ma-renew kayo. Alam mo bakit? Magnanakaw kayo. Estapador. Ginawa ninyo sa amin, marami kami. Kaya before you answer yung mga commentators ninyo, kindly review the record sa network. Mukha kayong pera lahat. Mga potang ina ninyo. Totoo. Ganon. Marami kayong sabihin sa akin ng bilyon-bilyon. Inyo na yan. Bilyon. Saan magnakaw ng bilyon? Ang budget ng Davao, 1 billion. Ibig mong sabihin, nakawin ko lahat yung 1 million. Gago. Di ako ganon. Totoo lang. Alam mo bakit? Kaya lakas loob kong bumira ng tao. Kaya kong pasirahan yung Boracay. Pag sige kayo langoy-langoy dyan, tapos may nagdapo dito, yung igit ng mga hotel doon. Kasi doon lumalabas yung dumi nila. Tapos contaminated, makainom ka. Kaya kami mga foreigner, sama daw ang tubig. E paano? You are swimming in a shit. Why should you be surprised? Kanilisan ko lang. Sabi nila, si Duterte kaya Kaya yan. Kasi speculative na. Si Duterte, ibigay niya sa mga kaibigang mayaman. Wala akong mayaman na kaibigan na gano'n ang negosyo. Totoo lang. Wala akong tinanggap. Ayaw ko lang sabihin uli kasi naghingi siya ng personal. At tumulong siya sa gobyerno noong nagkaroon ng krisis na pinapabalik-balik ko yung mga Pilipino na nandoon. So I went to them and asked them to do me a favor. Wala akong pera, tulungan natin itong mga Pilipino. Kaya parang kinalimutan ko na. Kung hindi ko tinanggap niya, to the very day before the election, doon sila mag-asawa sa airport sa Davao. Tinatawag nila si Bong. Salamat na lang. Kaya ako pre-willing. Wala akong utang na loob. Sino lang ang nagsuporta sa akin? Abet Antonio, Governor. Amy Marcos, tapos Subiri, and Amante of Agosan, yung babae. Yan lang tulong sa. Niwala akong isang barangay captain sa Metro Manila. Kaya wala akong utang na, walang politiko doon magpalo up na i-appoint mo para chief of police. Gusto mo, may problema ka sa police, punta ka kay Anyo. Problema kaya sa mining mo, hindi ko mag-usap kayo ni Simato. May reklamo ka sa lupa mo. Andyan si military mo yan noon. So, gano'n yan. Ang gusto ko dyan kasi kung binigay ko yan sa bureaucracy, sa national, matatapos ka yung Boracay. 6 months. Hanggang yun, wala pa. Ang pera ko, nawala na. Gano'n yan. Kapag military, sanabi ko, gawin mo yan. Pedro Rosario sa Marawi. You build me 100 houses in 6 months. Yan. Tapos. Going on. Sabi ko, hindi ako makialam sa pera ng gobyerno. Ito, nandito lahat. Tanungin ninyo yung kilala ninyo. Walang papel na transaction involving pera dumadating sa lamesa ko. I do not allow it. It begins and ends with Simato if it is a DNR. Pagka local government, kung ano nilang bilhin nila, kung anong transaction, make it right, public bidding that is not rigged, at tapusin mo. Isang kaya makikagpusta ka sa akin hanggang at the end of my term, wala ka talagang masabi. Kasi hindi ako nagpipirma ng mga transaction. Ayaw. Kaya pag sinabi ko, putang ina, bullshit ka, wala akong utang na loob sa iyo. Diretsahan. Yan ang lamang ko. Yan ang lamang ko kasi I've been doing that. Hindi naman ako nagyayabang. When we migrated to Davao, we were just lucky. My father was governor of one province of Davao only when he was alive. Nung namatay ang tatay ko, pinaghati-hati nila sa mga leader. Oriental, Davao Oriental went to the Rabat. Davao del Norte went to the Florendos. Mga banana kasi sila. Davao del Sur went to Almendras, ang danding kuwang ko. Davao City, kasi brad niya yung si Lopez, he was retained. So before that, it was only one huge province in Davao. Hindi ko pinupuri ang tatay ko, patay na matagal na. Hindi ako yung mag-criticize, nilakad ko raw yung pag-abogado ng tatay ko. I became a lawyer 25 years after it. Hindi ako yung anak ng opisyal sa PMA si Trillanes na hindi man pala sumasali doon sa mga training na yung talagang iihi ka sa pantalon mo. Kasi he was favored because he was always in the office of his father. He was working for government, also a military man. Siya pala ang nilakad ng tatay niya. My father would never do that, even if I wanted to. Kaya mga anak ko, sinabi ko sa kanila. Ito naman si Inday, huwag kayo maniwala din Inday kay Presidente. Sabihin mo kay Ruas, hindi yan, tatakbo siguro yan si Ruas ulit. Well, why don't you try him? Para makita ninyo. You can only measure a man's stamina for doing a particular activity for his fellow men. Pero kung takot kang mamatay, takot ako magpatay ng mga durugista, at takot ako mamatay. Wala man ako, tapos na mga anak ko, ang iniwan ko sa kanila, edukasyon. Inday, okay maniwalang tatakbo ng presidente. Hindi mag-aaksa ng panahon. Si Pulong naman, tumakbo ng vice mayor, nag-resign sa napahiya siya ng anak niya na ginamit niya yung kwarto ng yung seal of the president. Nakakahiya man talaga yun, but it was done by the in-laws, not hindi sa amin. So out of delicadeza, sabi niya, resign. But binaboy siya ni Trillanes. Lahat naman, marami naman tao binaboy si Trillanes. Sigaw-sigawan niya, tapos wala. Wala siyang dinimanda, wala lahat. Magdalo ko, no? Sus Maria Joseph. Yan, that's what you get for getting yung mga, may mga megalomania. Ang tingin na nila, ano sila? Revolution. Pagdating ng panahon, mag-surrender lang pala. Sinampal siya ni Barrias ba yan, police? Tapos nag-surrender. But anyway, I'd like again to go back to mas, ano ako sa mga NPA. Wait, not the right time. But if you want to fight for another 52 years, I will oblige you. But if you want to talk, give me a very compelling, very substantial thing before I will talk to. What is the agenda? If it is position of the government or changing policies, the laws are made by Congress, I implement it. I cannot give you something which I do not have. Simple lang man yan. I only implement. I cannot enter into, nasabihin mo, Congress has the right to income. Dating Congress, sira yan. So dyan lang po ako. Take care of your land. It's a prized position for you. With so many people on Mother Earth, you are given a piece of property na mahirap na po ninyo. Biro mo sa mundo, mayroon ka sariling iyo. So, ayusin ninyo pagdala. And if you are into planting, Ara si Pinyol, Wayman. Titong Ilonggo to, siya ang agriculture secretary. Siya anay magtinlog na rin na kag si Pinyol very convincing kung mag-istorya. Damo sang verbs, pati adverbs. Ara ang mga adjective na. Pero I want him to come here to help the farmers. You will have fertilizer and we will give you the seedlings. And I will, para pakinaban ninyo yung lupa ninyo. Malaki na yan. It's a price, I said, position. And I'd like to remind all, I was not elected by any particular. PDP was a moribund thing. Medyo sumikat lang yan kasi nanalo ako. Pero wala akong I am a worker of government and my job, my task, my function, and my purpose in life in seeking the office by the River Pasig was to serve the Filipino people. Hanggang dyan lang ako. Wala akong, wala para sa mga mayaman. Wala akong sinisilbing mayaman. Nung nga hindi ko tinatanggap yung pera nila kasi ayaw kong magkaroon ng utang na loob. But then again, if you will allow me, basahin na lang natin yung speech. Okay sa inyo? Alam ko gutom na kayo kasi wala pa rin kaming kain. To the agrarian reform beneficiaries from the municipalities of Buruanga, Tangalan, and Malay, here in Aklan, I extend my warmest greetings to all of you as you become full-fledged owners of the land that you have been tilling for the longest time. Inyo na yan. Our efforts in strengthening the comprehensive agrarian reform law to the equitable distribution of lands, tandaan na ako, makita, and adequate support and services are crucial in the realization of sustainable rural development. This milestone attests to unwavering and steadfast commitment to forge genuine land reform to the firm and the very good cabinet members. Kanila yan. Kung may pasalamatan kayo, salamatan ninyo si Berna. But yung itong task na ito, sabi ko kay dalawa yon kasi magiging law and order. Magulo eh. Kaya pagpunta si Roy doon, sa army yan noon. Pero sabi ko magulo, padala ko pati pulis. Sabi ko, pasukin ninyo. Hulihin ninyo kung sino yung bastang order ko, linisin ninyo. Today we acknowledge our farmers' important role in nation building as you work tirelessly to ensure food security across the country. I assure you that this administration will continue to protect and uphold your right to own, control, secure, cultivate, enhance, and reap the benefits of the agricultural lands you till. It thus brings me to a great joy that our strong resolve to prioritize the indigenous people of Aklan, especially here in Boracay Island, by transferring ownership of these remaining agricultural lands is now becoming a reality. Please note that I have directed all concerned government agencies to work towards agricultural productivity and environmental integrity to the policies and programs that will cascade to the countryside. We must ensure that no one will be left behind in our quest for development that is inclusive and sustainable. Let me assure you that we will ensure that all beneficiaries will have greater access to support services from the government so that they may have the capacity of becoming more productive members of the communities of Aklan. Pabalik-balik man ito, dito na ako sa last paragraph. Gutom na ako. Together, let us sustain our collective efforts in fostering social equity, peace, and development so we may improve the quality of life of our people. With your help, I am confident that we can build the foundation of a brighter and more progressive future for our nation. Damo sang salamat sa inyo. Alam mo bakit? Mindanao is a melting pot, Davao. Diyan lang makuha ko yan sa mga classmate ko. Ito ara siya subong. Minimix nga namin lahat eh. Minsan yung tono ko maging, yung cadence. Ito may ara kang balay diya. Kaya makisama kami to, hay balay mo. O, to, hay bay mo. Huwag mang kubay. Kasi ang Bisaya na Cebu, walang L. Shortcut lahat yan. Yung balay is bay. So, to, may ara ka bay diya sa kwarto mo. May ara ka bay diya sa, huwag mang kubay diya. Holy man ako, baulinte nga huwag ka pamangkot sa akon kung may kabit ko. Ara man, pero di sa Boracay. Ara-ara mga boarding houses lang. Pobre man tayo, anay. Pero makasalita rin ako ng Ilocano. Kung tayo ng bantay sa Davao, nakakaintindi ng Ilocano yan. Yung conversation. Kasi lumaki kami halo eh. Kaya ganon. Ako, kakaintindi rin ako ng Maranao. Pag minura mo ako ng Maranao, bantay ka. Pag sinipa kita yon, alam ko. Just like my daughter, Veronica, she goes into a Catholic school run by Chinese nuns. Kaya yung anak ko na yan, marunong yan magsalita. Pero kung hindi mo alam, magsalita ka ng Chinese, Hokkien o Mandarin, makukuha ka niyan. Pero ako, kung mura na ganon, pag galing sa isang gwapa sa Boracay o diin man, damo sa gwapa sa Panay Island. Napunta man ako dito noon pa. Ayaw ko magpunta ngayon. I do not want to be. You know, I have had all the praises and all the applause that I can. Does not mean anything to me now. Sa totoo. Ayaw kong yung na-mayor ako kayong punta na po, ni minsan muka ko hindi mo nakita na this is my project. Itong kalaban ko, ara man ang muka niya, kanto por kanto. Laban sila ni Inday. Iniwan sila ni Inday ng 378 votes. 1,000. Gani, speaker man siya, Ilonggo pa. Pero, okay man Ilonggo. Pala man kamo kung sino ang gusto ninyo. Gusto ninyo subukan lahat. Kayo. Kayo, basta yung droga. Kasi product of... kaya sinirahan ko yung Bureau of Customs. I am not appointing anybody. I am not designating anybody. Ano bang alam ng sundalo yung ledger o journal o resibo o trust agreement. Ara na sundalo, magtanaw. Tig siguro, pangita ng kanang mga picture. Sabi ko, pag makita ninyo, barilin mo na, tabor mo sa dagat. Way lang mag-amin. Linti ng mga kriminal. You know, we never had a customs historically. Huwag kayong magalit. Alam mo, ang customs noon pati ngayon, magagandang bahay, mga BIR, magagandang lahat, may mga kotse. Sila yan. Magprangkahan lang tayo. Kayo yan dyan eh. Because all of you are contaminated with corruption. The only way na malaman ko talaga is alasin ko kayong lahat, tapos bago ako mag-imbestiga. Nung na nandiyan kayo, sige nakaw, tapos sige ako mag-investigate. I need proof. And it is hard to get. And in the meantime that I will be investigating, you continue with your practice of corruption. Sabi ko, tawagin mo si, take over ka nga. Isa rin yun, naging, I was working in Mindanao, soldier. Sabi ko, diyan ka, dala ka ng sundalo. Patayin mo lahat yung pictures dyan. Kasi pati ikaw, kakainin ka dyan. Sid was good. Paildon was good. Alam mo si Paildon, why would he fuck with drugs? Kung gusto niyang magnegosyo. Maraming negosyo dyan na hindi ka masisira. Alam mo yung Mighty King cigarettes? Siya yung nagsabi sa akin, sir, may malaki dito. Hindi drugs yung sigarilyo. Fake lang ang stamps. You know, sabi ko sa kanya, tirahin mo. And in the process, because, you know, tax cases can be compromised. Alam mo yan. Alam niyo yan. So, how much did we got? 35 billion ang binayad ni Mighty King. Bakit siya bakit ka magsmagol ng na malaman mo pag puputok yan, puputok talaga sa mukha mo yan. Sunog ganyan. Dito ka na lang sa mas malaki. Isang traktor, isang container na, kaya sabi ko, hindi totoo yan kaya. Ang inggitan nila dyan, pero I sure know the soldier. Hindi ko piling-pili naman sila. Hindi naman. I'd like to talk about social dimensions, pero wala na kasi akong panahon. Kaya sabi ng driver ng Lanchak, hanggang 9:30 lang daw siya. Magna-9 na, so I have to say my goodbye. Sabi niya, sir, paabot ko sa Imon, pero good for 30 minutes. Kapauli na asawa ko, sige na, tawag, cellphone. Ako ada, sige, 30. Ara na ta sa 9. So magbabay na ako sa inyo at maraming salamat po.